Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And welcome to Laurel Regional School. Everybody say good morning one more time, see if we can get the sun to come out.
Good morning.
It's trying. I want to welcome everybody to Laurel Regional School. This is a very special place. Laurel is a regional program that serves Central Virginia with some very special students' education. And I personally just want to say the staff here is one of the most loving and dedicated staff I've ever seen. So you're in a very special place today. Laurel also is very special in that we have a lot of beautiful trees on this campus. And today we're going to add some more to that. I want to take a minute, and my name is Don Floyd, and I'm the Assistant Director of Facilities for Lynchburg City Schools. And I'm charged with taking care of the grounds. And I have a crew that helps me out all the time. We do a really good job. We really love this property. But I also want to introduce some guests that are in the audience. We have Mayor Michael Gillette and Martha Waring, who is the Senior Area Forester for the Virginia Department of Forestry. We have Gaynell Hart, who's the Director of Maintenance for Lynchburg City Schools. I mean, excuse me, the entire city, not the schools. I apologize. I'm so used to throwing schools at the end of everything I say. And Margie Vaughn, where's Margie? Margie is the current president of the Lynchburg Tree Stewards. And also behind me is the very lovely Dr. Donna Lewis, who is the director of the Laurel Regional Program. Yay. Okay. How many of you here like jokes? Good jokes?
Yeah, right. Raise your hand. You like jokes?
You like jokes?
Good job. Yeah.
Well, I don't have any good jokes, but I do have some tree jokes. Okay? So how can you tell if a tree is a dogwood tree? Does anybody know? By its bark. All right, so right now I'd like to, are we doing the program or?
Yes.
I'd like to bring Dr. Lewis up to the stand, and she's going to, Laurel, the students at Laurel are going to present a program for us.
Good morning, everyone. We're very excited to have this honor. We were asked to host the Arbor Day celebration this year, and so we're very honored to do so. And our students have been working really hard learning about trees. And they have a song that they're going to share, and I have a few students that are going to share some facts of some things that they've learned about trees. So Laurel students and staff, are we ready for our song? Yeah. Okay, you can stand, and some of you have some shakers, some instruments. Stand in your spot. Okay. Are we ready? If I could have my 6 students who are going to help us come up now with your sign if you're one of the 6 students, and I'll put you right here.
We're the last one.
You're going to stand right here.
Good job.
Right here.
Scoot over just a little bit, Joaquin.
Oh, he's
Demonte, come here.
Wait a minute, he's
Come here, baby. Come right here.
we're the last one.
Anthony needs to go.
Hold your side up, Chase. In the front, turn it around. There you go.
All right. Okay, everybody, look that way. Wave to everybody.
Hi.
Trees are beautiful. Trees gives us shade.
And trees get our blood. Trees are for this. Trees are home for animals.
Trees. Trees give us oxygen.
Love trees. Thank you, the Laurel students. Good job, everybody. Good job. Good job.
Let's give the Laurel students another round of applause. What a great song and nice job. Thank you. You did a good job. All right. I don't know if I can top that, but I'm going to try one of my better jokes this time. Okay, let me look. I look deep here. Let's see. How does a tree get on the internet? It logs in. Well, right now I'm going to bring up Mike Gillette, and Mayor Mike Gillette, and he's going to read the Arbor Day proclamation.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. It is great to be here today. That was a wonderful song, and the kids who came up here and shared their signs with us, those were great signs. Those are all the reasons why trees are so important. And you know, trees have been around for a very long time. Trees have been even on this planet longer than people have been on this planet. So you might think that we don't have anything to worry about. But do you know something? When the Europeans first came to this country and started to live around here, do you know that they chopped down just about every single tree? None of these trees were here back then because we chopped them all down so that we could burn them in our fireplaces and use them to build houses with. And we needed to do all those things, but we can't forget how fragile our trees are, how easy it is for us to not take care of them and for them not to survive. And then all those other things will be lost. Trees are beautiful, trees give homes for animals, trees give us oxygen, all those wonderful reasons we want to protect our trees. So it is a great honor to be here to read this proclamation for Arbor Day. Whereas Arbor Day is a national holiday established in 1872 by J. Sterling Morton in Nebraska, and whereas the first Arbor Day was observed with the planting of more than 1 million trees, And whereas 2016 marks the 144th anniversary of the holiday, and Arbor Day is now observed throughout the nation and the world. And whereas trees can reduce the erosion of our precious topsoil by wind and water, cut heating and cooling costs, moderate the temperature, clean the air, produce life-giving oxygen, and provide habitat for wildlife. And whereas trees are a renewable resource, giving us paper, wood for our homes, fuel for our fires, and they beautify our communities. And whereas trees in our city increase property values, enhance the economic vitality of business areas, and beautify our community, and whereas Lynchburg is celebrating its 34th year as a Tree City, USA, and is only one of 3 Virginia localities to have received this historic designation by the Arbor Day Foundation, now therefore I, Michael A. Gillette, Mayor of the City of Lynchburg, Virginia, do hereby proclaim Friday, April 29th, 2016 as the 144th anniversary celebration of Arbor Day in Lynchburg. And I urge all citizens to support efforts to protect our trees and woodlands. Further, I urge all citizens to plant trees to gladden the hearts and promote the well-being of this and future generations. And do I present this proclamation to you? Who's going to receive the proclamation? You'll take it. We're gonna go right behind here. Congratulations and thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor Gillette. And now if Martha Waring and Dr. Donna Lewis would come up. She's going to present the Tree City Award and the flag to the school.
Okay. Okay, I'm Martha Waring with the Virginia Department of Forestry, and I'm very happy to be here today to see all of you all and see how much you really appreciate trees. My whole job revolves around trees, so I really like trees. Today I'm going to present to the city of Lynchburg and to Miss Lewis, I guess it's Dr. Lewis, I'm sorry, the Tree City USA Award for the city of Lynchburg. I'm delighted to be here today to represent the Department of Forestry. The Tree City USA presentation of the National Arbor Day Foundation in cooperation with the U.S. Forest Service and the National Association of State Foresters. Tree City USA recognizes those communities that effectively manage their tree resources. The Tree City USA certification is a national award that the communities must earn and apply to annually. And Lynchburg has done this for 34 years and been successful for 34 years in getting Tree City USA. The standards for Tree City USA are that the community has to, first, they have to have a tree board or a commission that is designated unit of municipal government managing the trees. Second, they have to have a tree care ordinance. Third, they have to have a budget which allocates at least $2 per capita for tree planting and maintenance. So that means $2 for every person in the city of Lynchburg goes towards trees. And then fourth, a public Arbor Day observance, like we're having here today, where the proclamation is read. So at this time, I would like to present to Dr. Lewis the Tree City USA flag, awarding Lynchburg as Tree City USA for the 2016 year. And we'll get it out here. There's a lot of other stuff in here. You want to hold that? This is always the problem.
And this flag, Laurel,
it's
you
always
can keep
upside
this
down.
flag and fly it on your flagpole if you like. This is your flag.
Losing the flag.
There you go.
Thank you.
Okay, yes. Yeah, I'm not military, so this is not gonna. There we go. Also, oops, you get a nice hat.
Okay, thank you.
and Tree City USA pin,
All right.
and a little thing to put on there, and then, quite frankly, I don't know where these go, but we'll give a couple of them to you, and then we'll give a few of them to Klaus, and he can figure out where they go.
Klaus puts those on the signs that are
Oh, okay, he puts them on the signs around the city, so.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much for allowing me to be here today.
Thank you, Mark. All right, now I'd like Marge Denham to come up, and she's going to do the presentation for the Heritage Tree Award.
How wonderful to be here amongst all my friends who love trees. I assume you all love trees, don't you? How many? Raise your hand if you love trees. Look at that. Okay, the tree stewards since 1997 have been giving out an award to...
Microphone's not working well.
Oh, it's not working?
Just hold it closer.
Okay, okay. Sorry that you weren't able to hear everything, but every year we give out an award to a tree that is very, very special. And this year, the tree has been awarded to a Miss Kim Gardner. Is she here to receive the award? Well, if not, I will certainly deliver it to her. But she has on her property at 1524 Somerset Drive a beautiful, large black walnut tree. And I bet you there's a lot of animals that probably come around her house because black walnut trees, of course, give us walnuts. So they're very excited to get that. And I also want to mention there's a picture. When you leave, you may have a chance to go see it. It's on the bottom board over here of that locust tree. But you will see all around here pictures of former Heritage Tree Awards. Also, I want to thank you all for these wonderful, wonderful posters that you have put up here. I'm just awed. So, and our next thing I want to tell you about is we have a group of ladies in this city who love trees as much as we do, and every time there's someone in their social friends that loses a parent, they donate money to have a tree planted. And Mrs. Moore, would you stand up please so people can see? Mrs. Moore lost her father, and so her friends donated money for us to plant a dogwood tree. She is a teacher at Dunbar Middle School. Oh, she's missing her class now just to be here. But at any rate, she was unable, we were unable to plant the tree here because we had already made all these arrangements. But we have, and it's right here, is your dogwood tree. And we will plant this later over at Dunbar Middle School. She will then be able to... We are so grateful for someone like this who really wants to share their love of the trees and provide them to schools. And I have somebody special that I've been waiting for, but I guess he's not here yet. But in the meantime, let me ask you a few questions because you seem to know a lot about trees. Who lives in trees? Birds, right. Oh, and we have a wonderful picture of a bird nesting in a tree. What happens if you don't have a tree near your house? Is there some way you could do something to make the birds happy? You could put a birdhouse up, couldn't you? Look at the birdhouses you could put up. And what do we make birdhouses out of? We make them out of wood, don't we? Because then the trees are useful too. And Miss Packett, who's one of your teachers here, brought this wonderful birdhouse in to show. And her father makes these trees. Maybe someday you could make a birdhouse. Put it on a post until the tree that you're going to plant will get bigger. Okay? What do trees provide for us? How about nuts? Who eats the nuts? Do you know? Oh, one of your teachers eats the nuts, of course. How about a squirrel? Yes, of course. And Are there other things that we eat from trees? Can you think of any kind of a fruit that we eat? Apples, you're right. Oh my goodness, apples are my favorite fruit. And you know, it has something to do with the person that I've been waiting to have come out. Oh, he's still not here? Oh, here, Johnny Appleseed! Johnny Appleseed is here. Johnny, I've been waiting and waiting for you to come.
How are you? I'm a little tired. You know, I don't have on shoes, and I've come from Illinois, so I'm just stopping through.
And what are you going to be doing while you're here?
Well, while I'm here visiting the children at Laurel, I have some seeds I'd like to distribute, but also I have a gift for Dr. Lewis.
What kind of a gift?
This is a crab apple tree.
Donna, will you come on up? Thank you, Johnny Appleseed.
Let me shake your hand there. Thank you. Enjoy.
Do you have any plans for your tree?
Ooh, well, we have students here that actually work on doing some gardening, some outdoor things. So I think one of my high school classes will be able to help plant this summer.
Wonderful. Oh, I bet you he's counting on getting some apples to eat and applesauce. And if you'll put your tree down, I have one other gift for you. We're going to give Miss Lewis a beautiful book on apples. We'll tell you all about how to grow them and the different types of apples that you can grow.
Thank you.
Yeah. And Johnny, I am just so thrilled. Is there anything you wanted to tell the children about? Why do you wear that pot on your head?
Well, to protect me from the rain, but also to make deals and trading with people. So that's what if somebody needs something, I give them a pot and they get something else from me. A bartering system.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, we're so glad that you were able to make it here because I know the children were very happy to see you.
Well, thank you.
Okay?
See you guys.
Everybody say goodbye to Johnny. I think you're up now.
All right. Thank you, Johnny. Everybody say thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Johnny.
All right. I've got one more joke. Don't seem so sad. What is a tree's least favorite month? September. Very good. All right, so now we'd like to make our way over to the ceremonial tree. The tree that's over here in the corner is going to be the official Arbor Day tree. And I'd like for Mayor Gillette and Dr. Donna Lewis and maybe Gaynell Hart. If you would like to meet over the tree, we'll do the ceremonial turning of the spade. And then you want to announce how they'll disperse to the trees.
Once we put the first shovels full in the first tree, there are 3 more trees to be planted. And we have tree stewards out here, and you have already been divided into groups. So group number 2 will hold up a sign, follow your leader to your tree. Group 3 goes to the tree, and 4 will go with the planters for number 4. And happy shoveling. 2, 3, go!
Go, excellent.